Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries here with another video. First of all, this video is going to be short and sweet. I did a video on me and Aaron's joint channel on breast implants. Now, this girl here would like to get some things out of the way, okay? First of all, as some of you think, oh, that's a guy. No, I'm transgendered. Now, if you don't like that, oh well. But this isn't about transgendered rules or regulations or whatever you want to call it. This video is directly about breast implants. Now, breast implants are something that a lot of women go through every day. But if you look at YouTube, you read books, read the statistics, here's the problem with breast implants. Now, trans women do it too, male to females. Now, trans women get it done, and genetic women get it done. And heck, a few men have done it. One guy from Nigeria, I believe, that's designing the perfect bra is getting breast implants. But his chest is going to be hairy anyway, so, oh well. Then there's that guy, Zeman, or whatever, Zolman. He went in and had breast implants done on a bet. He gets $10,000 every year for keeping them in, or whatever. But the problem with breast implants is simple. Some people, like Aaron, my trusty helper advisor, does not like breast implants. He thinks that they should be banned. Well, he also thinks that transsexualism is wrong and that transsexuals, well, we'll get to that next video. Now, about breast implants, the initial cost, people think, oh, well, it's only $6,000. Well, if you go to another country, it could be as low as $2,000. Heck, I've seen places doing it for $1,900. Here's the problem with the breast implants. Now, if you get a reputable doctor, the doctor will turn around and tell you that the breast augmentation procedure will have to be revised every 7 to 12 years. Let's just go based on 7 years of the implant, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about saline and silicone breast implants. Now, saline goes up to 800cc implants, high-profile Mentor implants, or another brand. I think Mentor is owned by Johnson & Johnson. Don't quote me on that. And then you have the saline implants. Now, I've seen other countries go as up to 3,000cc implants. Now, I was looking over implants recently, because Aaron and I were conversing about implants, and he basically saw some women with 600cc implants in America to 2,000. Now, the bigger the implants, the more rounder they are, and the more they get like this. Well, as you're getting it like this, he said the larger they are, they more look like hookers, escorts, prostitutes, call girls, strippers, and porn actresses that need to have these gigantic, huge mondo boobs. Now, I've met one stripper, escort, call girl, blah, 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 all condensed into one, that was doing the larger breasts and then getting bigger breasts to save up for a full sex change to be a man. Now, I'm not going to get into that video yet again, but they looked so enormous, they said their back hurt. Well, eventually they went in and they finished their sex change and they feel better being themselves. But they also know that the implants would only last 7 to 12 years. 7 to 12 years. You have to have them removed, refilled, or new ones put in. Now, if you wait and wait and wait, like I've seen implants where a trans woman from like the 70s, hers were down to here. Well, finally, she got the money enough, and they gave her somewhat of a breast lift and revised her implants with bigger to make her body look more natural again. But the revision is where it costs money. Now, overall, if you're sitting there and you got a guy who loves big tatas, melons, casabas, hooters, knockers, boobs, as they call it, as one guy did the whole long line, I think it was in the movie, or the TV show Quantum Leap, Dean Stockwell's talking to Dr. Ruth, and he's like, couldn't say breasts, he's like, tatas, melons, casabas, hooters, knockers. Well, point is, you have to have them revised every so often. And because you got to get them revised every so often, it costs money. They take the implants out, they put in new implants. Some women, they get their implants in, and with 6 months to a year, they go to the doctor and say, hey, this fits my frame, but it looks a little smaller. Let's increase them. Next thing you know, she's got from 400 cc's up to 800 cc's, and then a year later she's like, let's take them out, let's put in 1200 cc salines, and then a year later she's like, let's go with 16 or 2000 cc's. Then she's like this, and the doctor says, well, we can't do anything more unless you go to another country and they can go bigger. Then she goes like this, and then she's waddling like this, but she's hurting. Eventually her back hurts, and then she says, well, I need to go smaller. And then she goes smaller. But the problem with it is the cost. First initial is in America is between $6,000 and $12,000. Then the second time you have to have them removed and put them in. They have a removal fee and then a disposal fee and all this crap. They give you bigger. And then every 7 to 10 years, you're going to be paying $6,000 to $12,000. Let's just say in America it keeps going up. Eventually, it goes up to the point of, you're looking at your retirement and going, I had implants when I was 18, let's just say, and you're 78 now, or, 78. So you've had them done 10 times. Let's just say that's $70,000+. But let's just say on top of that, 20 years from now, when you've had your breast implant revision, or 30 years from now, you see your face, and you want your face done. So you get your facelift. Well, they last 5 to 10 years, then you have to have it redone. Well, all total, once you start getting into the plastic surgery part, you could be paying $200,000 to $300,000 for lifetime of maintenance and upkeep. That is not including if you just say, oh, I don't like my nose, and you get a one-time nose job, or you want this removed, or then you want your fat removed, or you want this removed. Eventually, you could be saying, oh, I want to look like another live Barbie. Next you know, you've paid $1 million into these surgeries, and then the upkeep of the breast implants and the facelift costs money. And then you look at your retirement, and then you see people that's on disability, like myself, that turns around, no offense to anybody watching this, that says, oh, wow, look at that person. They basically are on disability. But you're sitting there on Social Security now. Let's just say it's still around then. And you're looking at your Social Security, but you can't afford your breast revision, and you can't afford your facelift. Now you're starting to look like Liz Taylor. Your face is sagging, and there's a little string just like in the TV show Critic where they pull it, and it gets like... So, be very careful. I just ask you all in this video, if you're going to get breast implants and facial surgery, to look at the overall cost over the years. It's like owning a car. You got to get insurance. You got to get tabs every year. You got to get licensing. You got to pay for the gas. If it breaks down, transmission needs to go, $3,000. New engine, $3,000 to $6,000. Sometimes it's even $9,000. And then you get done, and what do you get out of it? You got a car. Then you get people say, oh, well, I'm in a suburban area. As long as I get up, put my bike on the front of the bus, I'm fine. That's fine, but one day you'll be sitting there tired, and you'll go get your license and do whatever you need to, and you'll be driving. So you got to look at all the upkeep. Same goes with owning a house. The same principle. Buy a house. Oh, yeah, I got a house. One day your roof goes. They say, oh, the roof's going to cost you $20,000. Heck, my uncle paid $50,000 for a steel roof. 50 years. No problem. Then when that happens, what happens? Oh, well, I want to remodel this. Remodel job. My aunt's cousin had hers place remodeled recently, the bathroom. I don't know what it costs, but let's just say it's $10,000. Then you go and you get someone who has some plumbing problems. Eventually you have to redo your plumbing, let's just say, oh, $20,000. Or, for example, your electrical goes. You have to rewire your house. $50,000. So then your retirement's in your house, and you're sitting there, I'm not moving, this is my house. Well, look at, for example, Aaron's dad. His dad's got electrical problems, plumbing problems, roofing problems. Well, the roof's been replaced, I believe. Roofing problems. The floorboards are slowly leaking. He needs to get new carpets. Got to put new windows in again, energy efficient. He had to put in a new furnace. Oh, and let's not just say, on top of this, the basement's sinking. Put the house back together, the original when 1950 or 51 when it was built, would cost him close to $500,000. His grandparents, his grandmother, Aaron's grandfather, Aaron's father's dad, basically kept the maintenance up. When Grandpa died in '89, they just kept pushing off. Oh, if we can get the roof another 2 years, we're good. Well, guess what? Eventually, the roof wasn't done. Grandma went into a nursing home. Pops took it over. Poppy. Now, the house is falling apart. If he gets $200,000, he's lucky. But his taxes, I hear, is almost $1 million for that place because it's almost overlooking the lake. There you go. Before you go ahead and do all this, think, is breast implants worth it? That's what I gotta say. For all of you that's had breast augmentation, please subscribe. Please post comments, feedback, suggestion. I'd like to hear your opinion on it. Thank you. Please look for 2 more videos tonight. Then I'm taking a shower. Thank you. And may God bless the world.